12 Sports Team presents your Southern Tier Kickoff.
Good morning, and thank you for starting your Saturday off once again here on WBNG for another edition of the Southern Tier Kickoff Show. We can't take the whole crew to the stadium like the other guys, but we are going to be taking you to Cortland in just a few moments as the Red Dragons are getting ready to kick off their home opener and raise the banner from the last year's national championship game. As always, joining me on my left, Kevin Quinn, Kyle Spizak, thank you once again for joining us. Penn State, Syracuse, both off this weekend, so right off the top, we are just real quick. Kevin, who are you looking forward to watching today now that you won't have Syracuse, you won't have Penn State on?
I'll twist your question a little bit and talk about a game from last night that I really enjoyed. Arizona-Kansas State, a top 25 matchup. Kansas State's Avery Johnson looked great in that game on the ground, especially the quarterback. Really good team that, could be heating up this year.
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was watching some Friday Night Football, but that was a good game. I got a chance to watch some highlights this morning on College Game Day. How about yourself?
I'm looking forward to the Civil War today, Oregon versus Oregon State. Oregon's had some trouble when it comes to getting on the board, and Oregon State, Corvallis is a real hard place to go in and play, and they got a heck of a rushing team this year, which Oregon hasn't been able to stop, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, absolutely, and we are going to get to that game in a little bit as well. That is one of the 5 games that we are picking on our slate this Saturday, but I'll tell you, boys, the game I'm looking forward to is the game we're going to go to right now, and that is Cortland at home celebrating the 2023 National Championship. They are going to be raising a banner. The team is going to be kicking off in just about 20 minutes, and we are going live right now to Grady Field and WBNG's 12 Sports' Michael Villegas, who's on the field. Michael, it looks beautiful out there. What's going on at Grady Field?
Yeah, Zach, it is a beautiful day out. A little hot for my taste wearing this black out here, but the energy levels for this Cortland Red Dragon team are through the roof. We had Enter Sandman from Metallica coming on, getting them pumped up. But like you said, that championship banner from last year is going to be raised just in a few moments right here to my left. But this game is going to be a good one, according to the Red Dragons. They're coming off a 76-0 win last week, where quarterback Zach Boyes threw for 3 touchdowns. Teresa McKinney, the athletic director for Union Endicott, also being honored at halftime here. We'll speak with her and hear that later on tonight. Now, Lycoming is coming off a 1-0 win as well. They beat Widener 42-12 last week. Now, the Red Dragons faced Lycoming last year, and they won that matchup 62-7. So we'll see if Lycoming can come back this season and show them out. So, like I said, the energy levels are high, the music's going, but everything here is getting pumped up for this matchup. We have everyone being honored in Teresa McKinney, last year's national championship team. So that's all you could ask for a great Saturday for college football. But for right now, from Grady Fields in Cortland County, I'm Michael Villegas for Southern Tier Kickoff.
Thank you so much, Michael. And as he mentioned, that kickoff is just about 20 minutes away. So let's get right into it and break down the Red Dragons matchup with Lycoming. Cortland coming into their home opener, as Michael said, off a record-setting performance last week against Hilbert. The Dragons dropped 76 points, the most in program history. The team poised to pick up right where they left off as well from the national championship season last year, returning more than 30 seniors to this squad. The Dragons do need to replace both starting wide receivers, though. Cole Burgess, J.J. Lapp, now both looking to play on Sundays as they've picked up on a couple of practice squads. Senior running back Jaden Alfano St. John's, now senior wide receiver Jaden Alfano St. John. He's helping out to carry the load. We spoke with Cortland head coach Kurt Fitzpatrick this week about what the team's mentality is heading into this home opener and how they are keeping focused amid all the high expectations.
We understand big goals. We understand where we're ranked. We don't really talk about our national ranking or expectations from outsiders. We try to focus, keep it small, keep it on today's practice, keep it on this week's game, and don't really get beyond that. If we can do that, then that's something that, college kids, 18 to 22, even 42-year-old coaches, it's much easier for me to deal with the season when I think about it in very small pieces.
Is that one of the ways that he's helping to think about the season? a senior quarterback, bringing back Zach Boyce. And Kevin, we're going to head on over to you now. Kevin, I know you got a chance to break down a little bit of the tape and learn a little bit more about Zach Boyce. What does Cortland have behind center?
Yeah, of course. So as the Red Dragons get ready for their home opener, the focus is on the man under center, quarterback Zach Boyce. Boyce was named to the Associated Press Division III All-American team last season, capping off the Red Dragons' magical season with 349 yards passing and 123 rushing yards in the title game. Yes, those are real numbers. Boyce was efficient last week, but with the defensive masterclass put on the Red Dragons in their 76-0 win against Hilbert College, he only needed to throw the ball 12 times. 3 of those passes found the end zone, and Boyce's 3 rushes for 51 yards, good for 17 yards a carry. The senior quarterback has proven he has the ability to make defenses pay, both through the air and on the ground. And this week, he's excited to raise the championship banner and start a new quest for another national championship.
I thought when we got our rings, it was like, the last thing that we kind of needed to do for it. But, it's awesome just to have that recognition and be able to relive it like one more time for this year. And then, down the line, I could go back and look back and remember. But, I'm excited to get all the older guys here and the guys from last year, see them again and unveil the banner for the new fans.
Well, as we've said, the Red Dragons home opener at Grady Field kicks off in just about 20 minutes. Make sure you stay with us tonight at 10 and 11 as well. We'll have all the highlights from this game. But let's see what some keys to this game are. We'll toss it right over to our Kyle Spizak.
Kyle's going to be with us in just a second. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but Kyle, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and really the keys to the game looking into Cortland today, the first key is going to be attack the seams. Running a cover 3 defense for Lycoming, really going to open up a lot on the seams where they're able to get in the open, cut it up, and get the ball up there. They're starting their season after that 76-0 win, and that will be the first key to the game for the Red Dragons. And the second key to the game will be the run-pass option in this game. Cortland's game plan with Lycoming being an aggressive team against the run. Misdirections will help find gaps in the line. And lastly, creating space for playmakers will be a huge key for this game. Getting them to the outside and letting playmakers turn the Jets on downhill will be key to getting the Red Dragons on the board early. And taking a look at the last week's game, first downs for Cortland, 22. They held Hilbert to 1 first down in the entire game. And obviously the passing attack was huge for Cortland. 15 for 19 through the air with 195 yards, adding up 4 touchdowns through the air as well. The rushing game picked up right along with it, 286 yards on the ground and 6 rushing touchdowns, like we mentioned, the record for the most points in a game for Cortland going into this. And really, it's just going to be a match of offense. How does Cortland's offense go through the seams? Is that RPO going to work? Well, we'll find out in about 20 minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Kyle. We are looking forward to that. And again, stay tuned at 10 and 11 as we will have the highlights from that game. But coming up after the break, Red Dragons not the only team in the Southern Tier playing this weekend. We will look at some of the local colleges and universities and how they match up this Saturday. Stay with us.